Shidim Shari. Good morning. Saturday, August 31st, 2024. We close out the month of August and then we are heading into September. All right, real quick, let's get to it. VIX, not much going. Um, Going forward, when I show the VIX, I probably will just exclude the time frame before this big spike because it's kind of skew everything. So I was just gonna zoom in right here. There you go. Just make it look easier to analyze than that skew chart with the big spike. Um, it's drifting back into potentially the danger zone or warning zone, as we call it, right? So it came down from that nasty spike and then it trade in a range. Um, Potentially, we could head back into the danger zone next week, warning zone, as I call it, right? So let's see how it will play out. TLT, not a good week for TLT. Um, Not much to say. Uh, you know, I think a lot of the action this week, regardless if it is gold, oil, TLT, equity market, I think a lot of the action caught a lot of people on the wrong side, and we will talk about it. First of all, TLT, it was weaker today. Weaker this week. We had the weakest day yesterday compared to what we had the previous 2 weeks. The last time we had this nasty day like this was this day, back on August 6th. We closed out the month. Let's see. TLT was right here at the end on this day, right there. That was, so let's zoom in. Okay, TLT July 31st was right here. So it went up net for the month. It went up. Still, it did not make it to the high of the month. Okay, which is nothing surprising. Yesterday, when I come down to TLT, I am less, how should I say it, less focused on moving average. Like, I'm not going to be like, oh, it tests the 20 MA and then it give, no, it's, yeah, I mean, I wouldn't dismiss it completely, but the the way TLT move is more dependent on other things than what the bots think the moving average is. Um, could I be wrong? Sure, but I'm not concerned about that now. Uh, the last time the TLT dropped into the below 97 on this day here, I was in the camp to say that if you want to buy TLT below 96, that was a gift. Take it, okay? And sure, we're not quite at that level, but still, I would say take the gift. If you want to add to TLT, 96.5 ish here is the gift. Take it, okay? Add to it. Um, I don't mind that at all. Um, in fact, I saw a lot of put in the 96, 95.5 even for next week. So yeah, nothing here to complain about. Okay, I don't hate TLT here. That's for sure. Beer year high. Look at that. Yeah, year high. Year high. Yaha. Wow. Okay, but would I do a bear spread on this baby? The answer is yes. Okay, get up to 418 plus, and a bear spread will be in play. Where would I do the bear spread? If I were to do a bear spread on any indices, it's gonna be I would do the expiration date at the end of October. Okay, that's how much time I would buy for myself. So should the get into the 418 range, there will be a bear spread put on. Let's take a look at the 1 day. 1 day. For those that follow the market closely, and for myself, I sit here basically all day, every day. So I'm a swing trader, but I do watch the market. And there was a rug pull. If you asked me yesterday, what do I expect the market to do? I would say it probably go up, and then by lunchtime or in the afternoon there'll be a rug pull. Well, wrong. There was a rug pull. We'll take a look at all the other indices, okay, later. But let's just see the Dow hit the low at 12:30, 12:37 lunchtime, and then it ramped higher for the rest of the day. Impressive. Now, how about SPY? Pretty much the same thing, right? You get the rug pull, and then it ramp higher. Don't ask me how or why. When it comes down to, like I said, the action the last 2 days of the market, Thursday and Friday, it surprised a lot of people. Nobody would have thought that Nvidia got taken down the way it did not impact the market on Thursday, and nobody thought that the market would do well. I would say nobody. I think a lot of people, for sure, when the rug pull happened by lunchtime, I think a lot of people was like, "Oh no, here we go. It could be a deep, deep red for the rest of the day." Nope, zip, QQQ, and the SPY. Let's do this. SPY is back into that near. Okay, I have been on record now for a couple of weeks saying that I believe the year high is in for all the indices. Well, especially the SPY and the QQQ. Okay, I'm not obviously the just hit the fresh new high, but I do believe the SPY and the QQQ have hit the high for the year, and the rest of this year will either be chop sideways or head lower. I am in that camp. I'm not in the camp that we are heading higher for the rest of the year. I could be wrong. Hey, would I complain if SPY and QQQ head higher sometime between now and the rest of the year? No, I do have about 35% of my money in equity. More like 40%, I think. So no, I'm not, you know, I might be bearish, uh, slanted in my portfolio with my bond holding, gold and cash, but I still have almost 40% in stock. So it's not like I'm blowing out my equity portfolio and yelling for the sky is falling. Not like a lot of bearish YouTuber. So for now, it's up there. Would I short? Same thing with Dia. Okay, same thing with Dia. But it need to show weaknesses. If SPY break the 52-week high, then I will switch the fib extension, well, the fib retracement into a fib extension to see where the next area SPY can go, and then short at the next fib. Okay, so we'll see. For now, it's a do nothing. QQQ, of course, has not recovered anywhere near the level of SPY. Not a surprise. It is dancing sideways for the most part on the 50 MA and this channel line. Look, this was last Friday. It basically finished the week below last week. Okay, but net, I don't think anyone will complain given how Nvidia played out, right? So I think a lot of people would consider this a win for the QQQ. Okay, that's why I am. If I bought anything, I think I bought a little of some of the Max 7 during the week, but that's it. Not a huge buy. I did trim Nvidia, which we will talk about later. Last of the major indices, IWM chopping sideways once again. Out of the 4 indices, the QQQ probably did the poorest because both the IWM and the SPY finished higher compared to last week, and of course IWM did that. Okay, that was right here, was last Friday. Not much higher. Okay, not much higher. It's basically right there. Okay, so it's when it comes down to it, it really didn't really much higher. Okay, it finished right, actually even lower. It looked like that. Okay, my eye deceived me in the beginning. I thought this was Friday. No, Friday was here, and look, it closed last Friday there. So yesterday, it didn't quite get there. Okay, so you can nitpick and say that, you know, it's basically, I call it even Steven for the week. So nothing huge. When it comes down to it, I think what we got this week is a dress rehearsal for the main event next week. Give or take, you know, whatever you saw during the week. It's a dress rehearsal for next week, next Thursday to be exact. I believe that's when the big econ data day is. Okay, okay. Of course, every Thursday is jobless number, jobless claim, blah blah blah. But the unemployment rate, the one number that start the cascade selling last month, right here. Okay, yeah, that cascade sell off that we got with the unemployment rate and the SAM rule kicking in. This week was a dress rehearsal for that, and I think that is going to be the one that moved the market because, as I just show you, the 4 major indices outside of DIA, the rest was really much a non-event. All right, let's talk Max 7, Nvidia. For the most part, it's gonna be a broken record. For the most part, everything trade very TA wise. Once again, by saying TA wise, I'm talking about how the market is just, you know, controlled by the bots. Everything is just moving in a range where the TA level matters a lot. Nvidia right now is bouncing between the 20 and the 50, but it held. Yesterday I did trim when it popped over one. I did trim at 121. I was not gonna the day before on Thursday, I had an order on earning. I had an order to trim up there. Okay, uh, I had an order to trim up there. Of course, that did not happen. And then I thought about trimming yesterday, on Thursday at 123. I didn't do that. Didn't set the order, and of course, watch it come down to the 20 MA. And then yesterday, when I get back to 121, I said, sell, trim what I want to trim up here, just to be safe. Um, does it mean that Nvidia is not gonna go lower? It's part. I did sell a put spread, 105, 105, 100 put spread. I sold it earlier during the week. Figured that as badly as Nvidia can get beat up, it's not gonna get beat up that badly. Okay, so I use this fib that I use multiple level of fib, as well as the 100 MA is my line of defense, and that's okay. So give or take, I take the profit from the put spread. Would I add to Nvidia? The answer is no. Okay, right now I don't. There are stocks that in the Max 7, as I will talk later, that I will add on dip, but for now I'm content with my position on Nvidia of not adding right now. Would I set a stop order portion on my holding? The answer is yes. Where would my stop order be? Low of day. Okay, because basically the low of day Thursday and Friday is pretty much at the same level, 116.9. Okay, yeah, I if you want to do low of day Thursday, that's where I have it. I have I think my stop is on 1/3 of my remaining share, and I will do that. Okay, I keep my stop there. So if I get stop out there, I buy down here, 110. Okay, I don't know about you, but I'm not taking 10% loss. Well, 6%, I mean. Okay, I'm not taking that 6%. I would rather save, get stopped out on 1/3 of my position at 116 ish, and then buy down here in the 110 area. So for now, that's the plan. Okay. Google, I did buy during the week, but once again, TA wise, okay, it bouncing, riding the 20 MA for now. So let the bot do what the bots want. Don't fight it, okay? But I did buy 160. I think the order I had was like 160 something, because I basically it's whatever I think it was 161 to be honest. I just know I have order from 165 all the way down to 155. I have orders, and during the week it did trigger 165, 162, 161. Based on what I see here, 160 did not trigger, but it's there. There's an order at 160. I have not add any more orders, but yeah. So Google, I like Google here. Would I throw more orders in at 161? The answer is yes, because the one that I have trigger Thursday. I did not add anything yesterday, because yesterday I figured if it get down to 160 or lower, I buy more, but it did not. But going into next week on Tuesday, I probably will put out another order again at 161. All that zapping sound you hear is the bug zapper. Let me see. All right, so that's Google. Meta, riding the 20. Not much to say. Okay, it's in the volume yesterday on many of these Max 7 was kind of like tame. Okay, it's not like a huge, as you can see. It's not big. Last Friday was even more. Okay, last Friday you get more volume. So yeah, it's one of those like grinding sideways, which is not a surprise given how the QQQ behaved this week, right? So I don't think you're gonna see anything that's surprising. Okay, Apple, one of the better ones that perform, but would I buy Apple here? No, absolutely not. Okay, absolutely not. If you want to chase it, good luck. But if you have it, this is a tough one as far as a stop. Okay, if you want to set a stop, let's say using the week low on Monday, you can, but that's a tight stop. Okay, because yeah, I hate when it's like this because it's too tight to set a stop. Sure, if you want to do a stop at the 20 MA, the confluence between the 20, like 221, where the 20 and the 50 meet, yeah, okay, because it's too tight. It's too tight here to do a stop because if you get stopped out at 233, yeah, it's not worth it. It's not worth trying to get ahead of the 20 MA. But if you want to do it, have your buy order to buy back $2 lower. Not place to stop there on Netflix. Yeah, this is asking for trouble here. I wouldn't chase it here. If it break the all-time high, the last time, okay, when this fib was drawn in, of course, before this recent last 2 weeks, and it has not really, even though it broke it new high and it kind of going sideways since, I didn't change this fib from a fib into a fib extension. If it was a beast mode up and go higher, then I would change into the fib extension and then look for a spot to short. But for now, I wouldn't touch it. I wouldn't chase it. But I'll be patient on trying to play that one. Okay. Amazon, I did add. That was one that I did add. Okay, so on Amazon, where did I add? Okay, down here. I had order at 170, 169, and a couple of them did trigger. I bought as high as 171. 170, 169, yeah. I had so a couple of the orders did trigger in based on this testing of the channel. Okay, so no, I like it. I mean, I did not have much of Amazon going into this week. Well, I have not had that much Amazon since this. Okay, since this move up here, I was gone, gone, and of course I did not add a lot here. I bought a little bit, so on the channel low, I'm adding. Okay, and I will keep adding. If it get down to 169 again, that's where my order is right now. I will buy. I like Amazon here. Tesla. I did not do anything. I have not traded Tesla in a long time. Okay, been a while. The last time that I had an order in for Tesla and then I pulled it was on this move. I had an order in to buy at the gap fill, and I didn't. Sure, for a while it looked like a smart play because on that I yank it and put in an order down here, and that almost I missed it by like I talked about that when it happened, right? Back then on this day, my order was right here at 179.5. Okay, on this white line, and it missed it by, let's see, that day it was 182. Mine was one. On a grand scheme, it was not as close as I thought. Okay, sure, it looked close on the chart, but the low was 182. My order was down here in the one. I think it was, to be exact, it was like 180.5 or something like that. I had it. So yeah, Didn't get it, so it ran up, came down, riding the 20. Yeah, I wouldn't touch it here. Okay, if you have it and you want to have a stop, I would say use a 200, and then maybe put in a buy order in this zone here in the low 190. Save yourself $5 if you want to do that. Otherwise, have your stop at the 200. Okay, well, that would be the only place I put a stop on Tesla. Okay, is that everything for the Max 7? I think so. Let's talk about other big tech. Adobe, I trim on this move Thursday. Yeah, that was, I still have a few share left, and I have those order in. If I see 580, they will keep on going out and above. Okay, I have 580, and then I think 588 is the last order that I have on the last part of the shares. That's it. Okay, I'd be all out at that point if we get to 588. But from 580 to 588 is the rest of the shares will go out. I didn't buy a lot, but I'm glad I bought down here, and I have been trimming. No complaint. Cisco, how does Cisco look? Cisco has bounced around the upper range here, nothing to do. Let's extend that zone. Yeah, it's for now nothing to do. Nothing to do here. If it come back into this area, 47, 48, yeah. But for now, on weakness, I would sell puts in the 47 area. Okay, do a put spread. And then if that doesn't hold for whatever reason, if the market have a meltdown in September, October, potentially, there could be a gap fill, and then that would be buy. Okay, as far as Cisco. Let's see. Do we talk about CRM? I like CRM here. I bought back what I trimmed. Okay, I talk about this on earning day after hour. I trimmed at 270. I bought back the share at 255 ish. Would I buy more if it come down to the 240 range? Yeah. See this this trend line. Okay, is the support, this uptrend. So if it come down there, look, let's change the color here. Okay, you want it, what color is gonna be? Blue. The symmetric triangle. Okay, right now it is at midpoint. Okay, give or take midpoint. See that? So even though I did nip the share that I sold, the bigger buy will be down there. Okay, so for now it's on watch, but I like what I'm seeing as far as the chart. Keep this in mind. Can we see weakness going into October? Yeah, there might be some weaknesses, but I don't expect a huge amount of tax loss selling. There might be some. Okay, look, that this portion here. Okay, this big portion here from people that bought in February through May, there might be some tax loss that might drive it down into the 240 range. Okay, so no rush. There's no rush into chasing into CRM. Okay, I like to build up more CRM. The earning was good, guidance was good. Doesn't mean that it can't change into bad if the economy get worse. Okay, there's always company that will cancel order or delay order or postpone orders or push it out, all kind of stuff. So, but at least for now, guidance was good, earning was good, but the stock sold off. Okay. All right, let's move on from Max 7 and OTEC. Farm. Let's talk farm. FV sideways. Let the 20 catch up. Okay, so I think in the next couple of weeks, you're gonna see in 2 weeks for sure. Within the next 2 weeks, it's the 20 MA is gonna get up there. Okay, the question is, what is it gonna do? Right? Look at this. Remember this move when the 20 MA caught up and it fight it, hold it, and then it give. History might repeat. Okay, so if you want to get back into FV, just be patient. It might happen. Okay, it might happen. It reminds me a lot of look at 2 earnings ago. Okay, you get earning, right? Get earning, and then you got this nice move, and then it roll over, and then it went sideways for 1 quarter, and then history repeat. After earning, move high, and then we can have a rollover. So be careful. No rush to get back into FV right here, right now. Vertex, I did trim. I trim at 495, I believe, on Thursday. I have ordered at 500, and it almost got there. It almost got there. It was, let's see, it did get there. So maybe I need to check my order. I have the order at 500. I did not notice any notification from E-Trade, but let me look later. But I did have an order at 500, so it may have triggered. But yeah, the remaining share are set at, of course, 502, 505, 510. Yeah, I will kick them all out if we get up there. Okay, so I appreciate buying the share down here in the 465 range. That was a winner. Pfizer, fine. It's doing, it's riding the support area. Buying time. Nothing to hate or dislike here. Okay, it's coiling. It's coiling. Okay, it's that's another triangle that see this. Let's see. All right, let's do this. Let's do this. I mentioned that there's a lot of triangle pattern everywhere. If you pay attention, and there you go. Okay, look, it's been coiling right around the time that I turned bullish on. There was a trend line that I took out because this chart got so busy. But for those that go back in history, yeah, there was a drawing trend line that I drew that I took out because it broke that and moved higher. Okay, so that was a line. But now we're in a triangle, and it can be coiling. And then if it breaks 30, then we can see the bigger move, the measure move. Okay, so it's getting there. So hold on tight. Eli Lilly bouncing in the top range. Once again, not something I would be chasing here. Okay, but I like Eli Lilly on a pullback. If there's a pullback, where would I buy Eli Lilly? Would I chase it at the 20? The answer is no. Would I buy it at the 100? Absolutely. Okay, I would like to buy it. Okay, there's a gap fill that if there's a market meltdown for whatever reason in September and October, the gap fill. Okay, it's the only question is how much would I buy? Okay, so yeah, just be patient. Right now is not the time to chase Eli Lilly. Um, I sold some put spread on BIIB, Biogen that expired worthless. I've been playing the put spread game on Biogen the past couple of weeks, okay, because I like it. I talk about that a few times, and yeah, it's pushing this channel, right? So there could be a breakout. Okay, there could be a 5% move from this 203, 204 range into the 215, 216. So yeah, I like the 5%. I love a 10% potential, but I also like a 5%. Okay, so this is important. Okay, it's first of all, you get the channel high, channel low, channel high, trying to break out of the channel, couldn't, and now we're testing the channel again. Okay, so we'll see. I like the setup here. Would I buy a lot down here at 190? Yeah, if it come down. Now, all that being said, this potentially could be another tax loss pressure, another stock that could have tax loss pressure. Okay, because there's a lot of people that bought it up here, right? You're talking 10%, 15% higher, even here. This is December. See, this is right here. Right here is January, right there. To be exact, let me draw right there. There you go. So yeah, there's potentially could be some people that say I want to harvest some tax loss. So that's why I don't mind doing the bear spread, the put spread. I mean, the put spread I'm selling is below 200, like 197.5, 190. That's have been the number that I've been playing because I do expect some weaknesses going into October. And if they get down there, I buy the share. JSK, I did trim on this crazy move, right? That is a crazy double gap move, okay? Look, that's it. Oh, that was impressive. First of all, you fill this gap right here, and then you fill this gap. oh, oh boy. And then, of course, it retreat, okay? So where would I put my stop? That's the question because this was a trim for sure. Now, it's too much to give back, okay? So what I did was at that day, I kind of moved my stop. It was almost there. It's now that the stock has basically go sideways within this range, I'm gonna leave my stop literally pennies away from where it almost tested the last two days, 3 days. Okay, so yeah, if that happened, I get stopped out and I would buy back at the 20 MA. Okay, that's the plan. That's the plan. Save myself 5%. Okay, but yeah, I like that. All right, enough of big pharma. Let's talk about banks. What would I do here? Nothing. Goldman Sachs, nothing, nada. Okay, there is nothing here to do. Not buying, not selling. No, not touching, not touching. Bank of America. Remember the Warren Buffett news that he sold billions, and then you have a bunch of people say it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. And for now, those people are winning, but it is back at a place where I would say it's time to go, time to trim. At the least, it's time to trim. Okay, it's the wise thing to do. Wells Fargo, I am out. Out. If you have it, it would be wise to trim. I was out on this move here before the bigger move, okay? But it's give or take $1, I don't care. I had my order. When it filled the gap here, I'm like, okay, trim some. When it touched the 50, I said, I'm out, okay? And of course, it get up to the 100. And if you're greedy, set it up there, 50, at that line, and no doubt up here, okay? If you super greedy, 61-ish, okay? Because the same level, it got there once, twice, 3 times, reverse, okay? So if you want to be super greedy, 60.87, 61-ish, between those, that area, okay, is time to go. Schwab, I sold cover calls, I trade in and out. Yeah, I like here. I sold cover call at 66. Last week, I had cover calls at 67, 65. Cover those, restock them. Yeah, nothing to hate it. And if it get called away, that's fine. Those position cost is down here, okay? So, hey, if I buy them at 63 and get called away at 66, I take my 5% along with the cover cost premium that I got the last couple of weeks. Not a problem. Take it. V. I trim. Okay, yesterday 275. I trim. Next order to trim, 280. Okay, so it break out of the channel. Okay, so we'll see. We'll see if it has strength. I don't know if it will, but if it get to 280, I'm out. Well, I will trim some, and of course I have more order from 280 into 283 is the next one, and then the all-time high. Okay, so for now I have 280, 283, and then 291. That's the next 3 order for Visa. I am very happy that I bought those Visa share at I started to buy Visa 258 and below. So yeah, I'm very happy to accumulate those shares. I think I did buy some at 265 as well. But yeah, they all the profit. All right, let's talk energy. Crazy, okay? I would not. I try to sell 69 puts. Would I do 70 put? Yeah, but that would be I don't want to do anything 72 and above. Okay, I do. This thing can move quick. Okay, this had to be ready. If it come down to 72, if it come down to this range here, 73, 72, then the 69 put would be easy peasy to sell. Okay, but I don't want to chase it here. Okay, this I think next week could be a big move. But then again, with all the craziness in the Middle East, it's hard to say. Okay, it's oil is moving. It is coiling. Okay, it is coiling. And whenever you have things that going sideways, it is coiling. Okay, so watch out. Let's see. Let's do this. Let's draw a trend line. 1, 2. There you go. Okay, it's as you can see, 72 is the key. Okay, if it come down, it need to hold 72. If not, we can test this low point here. All right, so just be careful. Just be careful. It can come down to the 70 in a hurry if there is development in the Middle East. Natural gas bounce. Okay, last time it came down here, I'm like, all right, I feel bullish, and then I was right for about 2 weeks, and then not like next 2 weeks it did this, and now it bounced. So let's see what happened with Chesapeake. It bounced. Okay, so yeah, I have not done anything with Chesapeake. I will hold on to the share, did not add anything. Would I trim at 77? Maybe. Okay, maybe. Would I trim at 81? Absolutely. Okay, so I might be greedy and say, let it run into this gray zone up here between 81 and 83. Yeah, that's where I would trim. Let's see what Oxy's doing. Oxy, struggling, and I've been waiting to see if Warren Buffett will come out with news that he's buying, and he's not. And I talk about that. Okay, I talk about how in the previous 2 years, every time it come 58 and below, there's news that he buying, and not right now. It's been testing this range now for a couple weeks now, and I have not heard Warren Buffett being bullish on Oxy. So yeah, we'll see if he doesn't, if Warren Buffett come out and announce that he have liquidated like 100 billion Oxy, oh boy, okay. So I'm not crazy, okay. I'm not crazy about Oxy here. I'm not crazy about ExxonMobil either. I wouldn't be chasing it here either. Okay, so yeah. Now the one that I consider buying is, of course, CVX, Chevron. I had order here in the low, and that week almost got it. Didn't happen. Okay, the last time. Okay, let's review the history. I bought Chevron here. Okay, on this move here. Get caught. Add more. Get caught. And then it was a grind to basically, trim. Okay, it was I start trimming here because when it filled the gap here, it was like, oh, relief to basically able to sell the share that I bought up here. Okay, and then it has been a long, slow grind to completely exit, and I wouldn't mind buying, but not right now. Okay, if it come down to 140-ish, yeah, I would consider Chevron. All right, before I go, let's talk about gold. Yeah, it's nothing to hate here. I did not add any. Okay, I did not add any GOD. Would I buy GOD if I see 223? Yeah. 220? Absolutely. The 100 MA, would I do some kind of put spread down there? Yes, I would. I would look for it. But yeah, I don't hate oil here. There's no need to take profit. Would I trim if I see 236? Yes. I think I have a trim order at 235. To be honest, it's 235. If that order trigger, then I will put in an order to reacquire those share at 228.5 or so, the 20 MA. So for now, I would trim into 235, and I would reacquire those shares at 220, wherever the 20 MA. So I wait for that order to trigger in order to put in the restock order at the 20 MA. GDX. I trim. Well, I got a lot of share assigned. At one point, I have 800 GDX. Going back the last all year, I have a lot of GDX down here. Okay, for those that follow me, I bought a lot. I was a big fan of GDX down here in this range. Below 30, absolutely, I was pounding the table. But now that it's 20%, 25% higher, no, okay? I got the 20% move, right? So I slowly exit my 800 shares into now only 200. But I sold a lot of naked puts in the 38 range. So I keep doing that. Okay, so I will keep. I even sold 37.5 um, yesterday for next week. So that's fine. There's no need to chase here. Okay, there's no need to chase. Let it be. All right. Collect the premium from the puts. Um, I think that should do it, right, for the week. Oh, let's talk Bitcoin. Something that I have not talked about in a while before I go. Bitcoin, uh, it's below 60. Would I trim if it? Like I said, I trade the IBIT as well. Okay, so if the IBIT get anywhere near the 64, I think I trim. Okay, now would I buy more IBIT or Bitcoin down here? Yeah, it sounds crazy, but no rush. Okay, would I buy at 56? Yes, the answer is yes. Would I buy more Bitcoin at 56 down to 52? The answer is yes, but it need to get down to that level, okay, for me to add. As far as I bid, would I trim into 64? The answer is absolutely. Would I trim more if we get into the 70 range? Yes. And that should do it for the week. Thank you for watching. Enjoy your long 3-day weekend. And then we'll see how crazy the market will be next week, especially